Hey everyone, welcome to part 5 of this trophy and achievement guide for the original Final Fantasy VII. We're just outside of Costa del Sol and we're going to make our way toward Mount Corel. Let's start by running toward the southwest. We'll go down and around this little mountain pass here, and then we'll start working our way back up and toward the left. You'll see that it kind of turns into a little bridge area. We're going to run across that. Here's an enemy called Grangalan. They're really annoying because they can keep spawning little versions of itself. If you want to take care of this guy quickly, just use level 4 Suicide on it, and that's a good way to knock him down into critical health and finish him off. Let's keep running along the path now. We'll go past the waterfall and around to this bend. We're going to keep running straight north from here, and then we're going to go on the left side into the Mount Corel mountain pass. We'll start by running up the path here. There is a guy you can talk to, but it's not really necessary, so we're going to blow right past him and run up and into the sunlight. From here, we're going to keep going up, and we're going to exit out the top once again. Here we get into another random battle. These enemies aren't very important, so I'm just going to run away from them. I'm also trying to keep my level as low as possible so that we can do a strategy against a boss a little bit later on. So let's go ahead and just use the shoulder buttons to flee, and then we're going to get out of here and keep running up and then toward the left a little bit when we get to the top, and that will take us out. Here we have the Mount Corel reactor. We're just going to run down the ramp here all the way toward the bottom, and then we're going to run toward the camera just to exit this area. There's really nothing important here to do. We'll come back here for a very important side quest a little bit later on, but as for now, we're just going to keep running away from the fights here and escaping. Let's leave the area by running toward the camera, and then that will take us out toward the spot where we're going to be on the train tracks. We just have to run straight toward the right, and we're going to exit into a new area. Feel free to save the game here if you want to, otherwise we're going to keep going and then jump over this gap and then go along the top part here. There are instances where you can fall down. If you allow yourself to do that, you can actually pick up 2 different items down there. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. If you go out to the top, you can open up the treasure chest to get the W machine gun. That's a new weapon for Barret, which actually more than doubles our attack. I didn't equip the assault gun on him. That's the thing that we got from the very first boss, the guard scorpion. I just sold that for money, but now we have an actual upgrade for him. Now we're going to go along the bottom path. There's another section toward the bottom that will allow you to fall down and collect an item, but I'm going to skip over that one too. Speaking of skipping things, I'm going to skip over this fight too because I don't want to deal with these monsters. If you fall down there, you can collect an item. We're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to continue forward and then go toward the left. We can pick up the turbo ether and then keep going up. I am going to fall down this one just to show you what it looks like. If you hold the directional button either left or right and repeatedly press X, you can go off to one side or the other. The 2 items down here are the same for all 3 of those pitfall traps. I went toward the side on the left, and as you climb up, you can see that you'll collect the item, and this is going to be the wizard staff. That is a new weapon for Aerith. The other one is a star pendant, which just protects you from being poisoned. We grabbed the transform materia, but we will get another one for free in just a little bit, and then we're going to continue on toward the right side and exit. As we run across, we'll have Tifa and Aerith cheer us on. Oh, Cloud, good luck! Cloud, go! Let's keep going around the path and then go into the little shack on the left. Ow, sure is tight in here. Come on, Cloud, don't let it get to you. Let's see, this is it. Maybe if I turn this, something should happen. Let's do it. That lowered a part of the bridge, letting the ladies go past. Now what we want to do is to make sure that our health is all topped up because we're going to get into a fight, and that will give us a pretty nice reward. If you go along the path, you'll hear some birds chirping. At that point, you know that you can climb up the side wall toward the top. Hey! What should we do? Let's take the treasure. Times are tough. I'm taking the treasure. Hey, baby! Glug. It's hard to say what Red was doing there with the huffs and puffs and the glug glugs. I'm not really sure. I think it has to do something with he really wants to eat those little Cocotolus chicks. Speaking of that, the Cocotolus is the enemy that we have to fight here. It is a mandatory fight if you go up into here. Luckily, we can take them out pretty quickly. Just be careful though, because they can inflict you with Petrify, but we can kill it pretty fast before that really becomes a problem and turns us into stone. And as a reward, we get 10 Phoenix Downs. Once you hop back down, we're going to backtrack the way that we came, and we're going to exit out the left side. If you see little like flashes or weird glitches as we run, it's just because I'm skipping those battles. I'm cutting them out so that you don't have to watch me run away from the fights. Just to let you know that, yes, I am encountering enemies here. I'm not using the skip enemy encounters boost, although you certainly can do that if you want to. We took the lower right path on the previous screen, and that brings us down to where Tifa and Aerith were cheering us on as we ran across, and I did get into a fight with these enemies. They're called Search Crowns. They're actually pretty weak. They only have 150 HP. You can get a rare steal of a Turbo Ether from them, but because they have such low health, they are very easy pickings for Materia magic. We should be able to take them all out in just one attack, and that's good for racking up numbers of kills for characters, because that is how you unlock new limit breaks in addition to using the limit breaks that you already have. So once that fight's over, we're just going to continue on toward the right, and we're going to run around the corner here. Now before you proceed on, stick toward the left-hand side, and you're going to run around the track and then keep going off toward the back and then over toward the right-hand side. There is a little cave back here, and we can get some pretty good items from inside of it. On the left, there's a treasure chest for a tent. You can grab the blue mind source and the red power source from in here. Now let's go ahead and leave. The guy doesn't really do anything. Okay, let's head back along the path, and then we're going to stick toward the right-hand side. I did get into another fight, and I thought about running away from it at first, but instead I decided I'm just going to fight it because it was a group of 5 enemies, which is good. I can have Red 13 use his Materia magic to take out the Search Crowns, and those birds are called Needle Kiss. They like to use some thunder-based attacks, but we can take them out pretty easily. We'll just hit them with the Materia magic, and then just as a quick follow-up attack. So I'll have Barret use his normal attack. I don't really want to use the limit break from Cloud, so instead I can just cast some magic, and then that's going to be the end of this fight. You can steal softs from these enemies, which is good for curing petrification, and when you defeat them, they do have a chance at dropping a Bolt Plume, which is a good attack item. It casts Bolt 2 on an enemy. Alright, let's go around the path and now toward the right. We're going to come back toward the camera and exit out the bottom right corner. We're now on a very large suspension bridge. We want to run around here until we get into a fight with a very specific enemy, which really only appears around here. So let's keep going until we find him. Alright, here is the enemy that we are looking for. It is a bomb, a very classic Final Fantasy enemy. We are not going to attack this thing at all. It does very weak attacks against us. If we attack it, it will grow in strength, and eventually it can blow itself up and will probably kill one of our characters, which is something that we want to avoid. All we're going to do is to keep trying to steal from it, and then you can defend with your other characters if you want to. I cut out over 7 minutes of failed steal attempts because the odds of stealing it are so low, but once you have the item called Right Arm, once you've successfully stolen that, then go ahead and run and get out of that fight. You'll still keep the Right Arm. This is going to be a very good item. It is the most powerful attack item in all of Disc 1, and we're going to need one for an upcoming boss fight to make it super easy. You can farm this area for more if you want to devote the time towards sealing those things. Just make sure that you don't attack them. And then when you're done, move into the next area, which is North Corel. You're... Hey, he's back! Wait here. Well, looky here. Never thought I'd see your face again. Those people over there, they with you? Well, I feel sorry for him, hanging around a walking death sentence like Barret. You got a lot of nerve coming back here. Look at this place. It's all your fault North Corel turned into a garbage heap. Why don't you say something? Or did you forget what you've done here already? I'm sorry. You ain't even worth the effort. Don't waste your time talking to that techno freak. You heard him. It's my fault the town was destroyed. Let's run all the way down and then go over toward the left-hand side. There are 3 shops here. We want to go to the one all the way on the left, and this is going to be the weapon shop. So once you talk to that shopkeeper, we're going to do some selling. We want to end this whole experience with at least 4,000, preferably about 5,000 gil. So you can sell off the things that you don't need, like this 4-point shuriken. You can also sell off the bolt plume and other things that you don't really need at this point. Just make sure you do not sell off that right arm because we need that for later. Now let's go over to the buy tab. They've got some Molotovs here that you can buy. These are the upgrades to the grenades that we've been using so far. I'm just going to purchase some of them and then we're going to go on. They also sell carbon bangles and force stealer. We already have the force stealer, so we don't need that. Carbon bangles, we don't really need that either. So you can just skip all that, and now we're going to proceed out the left side into the next area. Let's go up and meet our party members up at the top for a little scene. Barret, what happened? Sorry. What happened? My hometown used to be around here. What do you mean, used to? It ain't here no more. Heard it got buried in just 4 years. But how could those people say those terrible things? And it's my fault. All my fault. My hometown, COREL'S, always been a coal mining town. It may be dusty and poor, but it's calm. It's a real small town. That's the first time I ever heard Mako reactor mentioned since then. What are we going to do? The only one opposed to this is Dyne. I am definitely against it no matter what. There's nothing to talk about if you're thinking of throwing away our coal. The coal's been ours for generations. Our fathers and theirs before them risked their lives for it. We have no right to throw it all away so easily. But listen, Dyne, no one uses coal nowadays. It's a sign of the times. Right, everything is Mako now. It'll be alright, Dyne. Shinra Inc. will guarantee your livelihood once the Mako reactor is completed. Listen, Dyne, I don't want my wife Myrna to suffer anymore. I know how you feel. I feel the same way too. But even so, I won't give away our coal mines. Dyne, you've got to understand. That's how the COREL reactor was built and completed. We all thought it would bring us an easier life. It happened when Dyne and I were out of town for a few days. COREL was burned down by the Shinra troops. All the townspeople, all my relatives, everyone, everything. Shinra troops? What for? There was an explosion at a reactor. Shinra blamed the accident on the people, said it was done by a rebel faction. That's so terrible. Well, I guess that's true. But more than Shinra, I can't forgive myself. Never should have gone along with the building of the reactor. Don't blame yourself. We were all fooled by the promises Shinra made back then. That's why I get so pissed off. Not only did they take advantage of me, but I lost my wife, Myrna, too. Hey everyone, if you want to go to the Gold Saucer, hurry and get on. Ride the ropeway? Go on. Let's get on. Dyne was my best friend. We were close ever since we were kids. I never knew. Barret never said a thing. I'm not sympathizing with Barret. He never should have trusted Shinra Inc. We better go on. Once you get out of the cable car, let's run around and we can talk to the lady by the big fat chocobo. Welcome to the Gold Saucer. Are you together? A single pass is 3,000 gil, or you can purchase a lifetime pass for 30,000 gil. We'll pay 3,000 gil. Thank you very much. If you leave Gold Saucer, your tickets become invalid. Here at the Gold Saucer, there are many places where you must pay with GP. Think of GP as money that you can only use at the Gold Saucer. GP can only be redeemed at the games in Wonder Square and at the Chocobo races. Your GP limit is 10,000, so please be careful. Please enjoy yourselves. Let's run inside and have another scene. Wow, let's have fun! I know this isn't the right time to do this. Hey Barret, cheer up! I ain't in no cheery mood, so just leave me alone. Really? That's too bad. Let's go! Wasn't that a little harsh, Aerith? Just act normal when this happens. You think so? Of course! We're gonna go play. So play! Mess around all you want! Don't forget, we're after Sephiroth! I think he's mad. He'll be fine. He seems to be doing a little better now. After that scene, don't talk to any of the ladies. Instead, go and talk directly to Red 13. You want to go with me? We'll go together. And once you do that, let's head straight over to the Wonder Square. Hey you! What are you looking so down for? How about it? Want me to read your fortune? A bright future, a happy future. Oh, but don't hold it against me if it doesn't come true. Oh, so sorry. I'm a fortune-telling machine. The name's Cait Sith. You can only read the future? You kidding? I can find missing things, missing people, anything. Then can you tell me where a man named Sephiroth is? Sephiroth, right! Okay, here goes! Ordinary luck. It will be an active fortune. Give into the goodwill of others and something big will happen after summer. Wait, hold on. Huh? Let me try again. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue? Forget it. Wait, give me another chance. Wait, let me try again. What the? Read it out loud, Cloud. What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear. I don't know if it's good or bad. This is the first time I ever got something like this. Then shall we? To where? Being a fortune teller, this is gonna bug me. If I don't see how it turns out, I'll never be able to relax, so I'm going with you. Cloud, it's alright with you? I'm coming with you no matter what you say. Hey. And Cait Sith has formally joined the party. Let's go up the stairs and then down the hallway, and that will take us into the big Wonder Square area. We'll run straight through the center toward the back room, and now we're going to go interact with the red G-Bike in the background here. One game is 200 gil, and it controls exactly the same way as it did when we were escaping from Midgar. Now the goal in this is that we want to get over 10,500 points. If you can do that, you'll get a new trophy. Now there's a couple things to note. Every time that you successfully take down a motorcycle, you earn 500 points. Every time the truck is attacked, you will lose 50 points. If the enemy rams into Cloud, you do not lose any points, and the enemies do take damage when you smash into them. So it is definitely a good idea to try to ram into the enemies using Cloud's motorcycle. If you hang out close toward the camera, you can actually cause them to ram into the back of Cloud's motorcycle and take some quick damage. You can actually knock them out before they even get onto the screen. So definitely try to stay in front of them, ram them into the sides of the wall, and also use your sword to take them out quickly. Attacking the enemies in the front may cause them to fall down, and that will subsequently take out the enemies behind them, which is a really nice way to kind of combo through that. At a couple points during this, I accidentally pushed in the left analog stick, which enabled the boost to go faster. That does not help at all during this. The total time that it takes to get through this section is 2 minutes, just like when we were escaping Midgar, so it's not a very long section. It is also incredibly lenient on the score. I by no means had a perfect run here. The enemy hit the truck a lot, but you're still able to get enough points pretty easily. So this might take you a couple tries, especially if you're not very proficient at it, but at least you don't have to do it super perfectly to get through here. So I'm just going to let it play out for the last few seconds, and I'll see you at the end when we get enough points to get our new trophy. We completed it with 11,350 points, which is just 850 more than what we needed, and that's going to be good enough for us to get our new trophy. So once we get out of here, then we will be rewarded with that trophy, which is called COREL'S Angel. I'm pretty sure the name of that trophy is a pun referencing the Hell's Angel Motorcycle Club. Also, as a reward, we got 10 GP and a speed source. Now let's get out of here, and we're going to run out. Let's go back across the little sky bridge here and then hop down the stairs. And now we're going to go down into the battle square. Dead. What the... Hey, Cloud. Did Sephiroth do this? No, it's not him. They're all shot. Sephiroth would never use a gun. Hey, what happened? A man with a gun on his arm. Did he... Hold it right there and stay quiet. Did you guys do this? No, it wasn't us. Hurry and run! It's gonna get ugly! Hey, stop them! That's as far as you go. Wait, listen to... Cloud! One more to go. Yes. Hey, pay attention. I don't need to hear it. Pay for your crime below. Do it. Yes. Are you all right? Where are we? A desert prison. Corel prison. A desert prison? Yep, a natural prison in the middle of the desert, surrounded entirely by quicksand. I heard that once you get in, you never get out. But there was one special exception. Isn't that Barret? Let's run down and talk to him. Barret, did you... Stay back! This is something I gotta deal with. Just leave me alone. Ooh, that's one of your friends? He sure looks dangerous. Barret. Let's go down and through the opening in the fence. Don't mind the guy following you, he's just a creep. Let's run away from him. Going down past the save point, we'll go down and into the building on the right. You can actually get into fights in this area, and one of them in particular is going to be useful for us for a new enemy skill. These guys are not useful. They can heal you, but they can also hurt you. Let's instead just run away and go in the house for a scene. Didn't I tell you not to come here? Just hold on for a second. We just want to talk. You'll understand if you just hear us out. Didn't want none of you to get involved. Hey, that's Cloud's line. It's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're already involved in this. We saw you and hurried here. Barret, just tell us what's going on. You guys. I heard that the murders at the battle arena were done by a man with a gun arm. Was that you? There's another man that got a gun grafted into one of his arms. It was 4 years ago. I remember. I was on my way home from visiting a Mako reactor being built. Barret, Dyne, come quick. The village is being attacked. It's Shinra soldiers. What? What happened? Hey Barret, it's not over yet. Everyone's waiting. Let's go back to the village. Barret, Dyne, protect the village. Old man. Come on, Barret, we gotta hurry. Gah. Barret, you stay here. Yeah! You can shoot all day and never hit them with aim like that. Shut up. Yeah! Stop playing around and cover me. Watch out. Dyne, hang on. Listen to me. You're coming back to the village, here? Yeah, I ain't letting go. You're coming back. Everyone's waiting for you. Eleanor and Marlene, they're all waiting on us. From then on, I couldn't use my right arm no more. I was depressed for a while. But then I threw away my artificial arm and got this gun grafted in. Got a new right arm to get revenge on the Shinra, who took everything away. Back then, I heard the doc say there was another man who got the same operation as me. But his was the left arm. But Dyne's injury was the same as yours, right? Yeah, that's right. He was deceived by the Shinra too. He'll probably join us to fight against the Shinra. Wouldn't bet on it. I gotta apologize to Dyne before I can rest in peace. And that's why I gotta go alone. Do whatever you want. Is that what you want to hear? Well, I can't let you do it. We need your help to save the planet. Barret, this isn't the end. Weren't you going to save the planet? Tifa, you ought to know by now. That's all right. I'm not so different from you. That's easier to understand. It's you, Barret. So there it is, Barret. So I guess it'll be Barret, me, and... I'm going to choose to go with Cait Sith because he has materia that we really want to use. So after that, let's go ahead and go into our menu. We're going to go down to the materia, and we'll see that he has the manipulate and transform materia. We're going to equip Barret with the enemy skill materia that we have. If you happen to grab the second enemy skill materia from Junon, then go ahead and equip both of those onto Barret because you can actually learn enemy skills on 2 different materias at the same time, provided that all of the enemy skills that you have equipped in that character do not have that skill already learned. So other than that, I'm just going to throw on an all materia just so that it can gain a little bit more AP and try to level up. And then we're going to head on out of here. We'll go out the bottom right exit, then we're going to go and loop around this house and go over toward the save point because we want to quickly save the game before we move on. After you save the game, we're going to proceed north and just leave the area. On the way there, I did get into a fight with another notable enemy. It's the bandit. He's the one in the middle there. He can steal either gil or items from you and then try to flee battle, but if you defeat him before he flees, you'll get your stuff back. We'll keep going north through the opening in the fence next to the guy laying in the dirt, and we're going to keep going north and into the next zone. Now run around here for a little bit until you get into a fight with this enemy. It is the Death Claw, and we definitely want this guy because he can teach us another enemy skill. So what we want to do is to take out one of the enemies if they appear like this in a group of 2, and we only need one of them to remain. And then what we want to do is whoever has your manipulate materia, which in this case is Cait Sith, you want to have them use the manipulate command on one of the monsters, whoever you are not actively destroying. And you can see that there is a chance that he will be manipulated, which is perfect for us. Now, every time that Cait Sith's ATB bar fills up, we'll get to choose one of the enemy's attacks. We're going to choose laser, and we're going to aim it and use it on the person who has the enemy skill materia equipped. In this case, it's Barret. And you can see we now learned laser. What laser does is it reduces the target's HP by half. So what we can do is go ahead and use laser on the Deathclaw as well. Any magic attack that you use against a manipulated enemy will not break that manipulation. However, if you use a physical attack against them, it will break that manipulation. So it works the same way that the sleep status effect works. So I'll hit him with a couple of those lasers just to lower his health, and then I can follow that up with a magic attack like Bolt, and then he's going to be gone. Apart from this enemy in the Corel prison, the only other way to obtain laser is in the very final dungeon of the game, so make sure you get it now. After that's done, we're going to proceed out toward the right, and we're going to be right where we need to be in order to meet Dyne. Continue along the path toward the right, go up into the next section, and you'll get a cutscene and a boss fight. Dyne, is that you? Now that's a voice I haven't heard in years. A voice I'll never forget. I always hoped I'd be able to see you again someday. I knew you were alive somewhere. We had the same operation. Listen, Dyne, I want to... I can hear her voice. What's that? It's Eleanor's voice, begging me not to hate your rotten guts. That's why I never hunted you down. I know I was stupid. I'm not asking you to forgive me. But what are you doing in a place like this? Why you want to kill people who ain't even involved? Why? Why? Why do you care? You think the dead understand whys? Is hearing Shinner's excuses gonna make people in Corel understand anything? I don't care about reasons. All they give us is artillery and stupid excuses. What's left is a world of despair and emptiness. You still want to hear why? Alright, I'll tell you. Because I want to destroy everything. The people in this city. The city itself. The whole world. I got nothing left in this world. Corel, Eleanor, Marlene. Dyne, Marlene. Marlene's still alive. I went back into town. I thought she was gone for sure. I wandered around town for a while. That's when I found her. Found Marlene. She's in Midgar. Let's go see her together, alright? So, she's still alive? Alright, Barret. Then I guess you and me gotta fight. What? Eleanor's all by herself. I gotta take Marlene to her. Dyne, are you crazy? Marlene wants to see her mom, don't she? Stop, Dyne! I can't die yet! Oh yeah? Well, my life's been over ever since then! Stop it! I don't want to fight you! Barret! Cloud, you stay out of it! This is my problem! We're thrown into a boss fight. It's just Barret versus Dyne. And even though we're low level, that's okay. We can still one-shot this enemy by using that right arm that we stole from the bomb toward the beginning of this video. So let's go ahead and use that. That will be enough to take Dyne out and win us the fight. When Dyne is defeated, then he will do one last desperation attack against you. But luckily, because we're still very early in the fight, we have more than enough health to survive this attack. And there you go, that's the quickest and easiest way to beat the Dyne fight. As a reward, we get 600 experience, 55 AP, 750 gil, and a silver armlet. Back. I didn't just lose an arm back then. I lost something irreplaceable. I don't know where it went wrong. Dyne, I don't know either, man. Is this the only way we can resolve this? I told you, I want to destroy everything. Everything. This crazy world, even me. And what about Marlene? What's gonna happen to her? Think about it, Barret. How old was Marlene back then? Even if I did go see her, she wouldn't even know me. And what's more, Barret, my hands are too stained to carry her anymore. Barret? Give that pendant to Marlene. It was Eleanor's, my wife's, a memento. Alright. So, Marlene's already 4. Barret, don't ever make her cry.
Dyne? Dyne? Dyne! Dyne, me and you are the same. My hands ain't any cleaner. I shouldn't carry Marlene either. Urgh!
You want something?
I want to go up.
Like I told you before, you gotta get the boss's permission, then win the Chocobo.
Dyne's got his reasons and can't speak. So I got this instead.
Yeah, bull.
I want to go up.
Right. Did you kill Dyne? You must have, or you'd never be holding that thing. So Dyne's dead. Maybe now the place will calm down a little. Dyne didn't care who anyone was.
What do you know? Right, I mean, no, I don't know anything. Sorry.
Then will you get us out of here?
Huh? Oh, man, you guys are mistaken. I already told you, there's only one way to get out of here.
That's to win the Chocobo race, and that's held up there in the gold saucer. And only one racer can go up at a time.
Say what? No, really, even if you threaten me, a rule's a rule. I can't change it. If I do, the whole system down here will get messed up, and I can't do that. Okay, I'll let one of you go up there. After that, he's got to deal with Dio. All right then. Cloud, you go. We'll wait down here. Hurry up and win that Chocobo race and get us out of here.
Okay, Cloud, knock 'em dead. Have you decided? All you need now is a manager. To register and get a Chocobo. Hi, I happened to hear your story. Ester? I'll be your manager. Well, I have nothing against it, but... This is Ester. She may look kind of funny, but there's no better manager in the races. That's so rude. Yeah, well, nice to meet you, Cloud. Alright then, Cloud. I'll send you up the elevator. Ester will fill you in on the details. So that's what happened. I'll talk to Dio directly. You just concentrate on the race. Oh yeah, getting back to the other thing. There are many different types of Chocobo jockeys. It's not only for criminals. Some people compete for the fame, some people compete for the money, some only for glory, and then there's people like you. Oh yeah, I'll teach you how to ride a Chocobo. We'll say, not interested. You new? Hi, Joe. Hey, Esther. You're looking pretty as usual. Thanks. Let me introduce you, Cloud. This is Joe, one of the top Chocobo jockeys. Nice to meet you, Cloud. If you're with Ester, then... Right, he's an up-and-coming jockey. He'd only been down there a day, and already he made it up here. What? Oh, I see. So, why did you get put down? Sorry, we're not supposed to ask about the past here. Pretty interesting. I have a feeling that we'll meet again. Then, until we meet again, Cloud. I'm going to check on the Chocobo. You just wait here for a while. When Ester walks off, we're going to go over toward the Chocobo stall all the way on the right side to pick up the Ramuh Materia off the ground. If you don't pick it up here, you will miss it, and that is a big problem for us, so make sure you grab it before you proceed on. The race will start in a few moments. Will the jockeys for the next race please proceed to the paddock? I repeat. We just have to wait here. All of the other Chocobo jockeys are going to slowly walk their way over toward the exit. We can't leave yet, unfortunately. We have to wait till they all leave, and then Ester will come back in. Cloud. Thanks for waiting. I registered you in the next race. This is a Chocobo I prepared myself. He should do well. So, remember how to ride? I'll give you a quick breakdown of the controls. First off, you want to hit the select button or the touchpad if you're playing on the PS5. That will switch it from automatic mode to manual mode. Then what you want to do is to mash square for a little bit. That raises your speed up. You'll then want to hold down the shoulder buttons R1, R2, L1, and L2. And then you'll hold down circle for a sprint boost. You'll see the stamina bar on the left side that will continue to go down while you're sprinting. While you're holding those four shoulder buttons, you will be able to regain your stamina. So just make sure that you don't completely run out of stamina, but you can sprint for a while holding down that circle button, and that should get you into first place no problem. So again, that's hit select or the touchpad to bring it into manual operation mode. Hit square a bunch of times to raise your speed, hold down the top four shoulder buttons, and then hold down circle to get that red bar to deplete while you sprint. Just don't run out all the way. It is a pretty short race, and then it will be done in just a moment. So we'll finish up here, and we will win with a commanding lead. This is very easy, and when you do win, then you will get a new trophy. Alright, there we go. It's a big win for us. We can't close out of this until the second place Chocobo crosses the finish line, and once that's done, then we'll just exit. When you win the race, then you get the Chocochampion Trophy, and then Ester congratulates you. Congratulations, now you're home free. Oh yeah, the owner told me to give this letter to you if you won. Boy, if you're reading this letter, then you must have won. I know you earned it. I heard about Dyne from Ester. Now that you won, I'm granting you and your friends a full pardon and setting you all free. And by the way of apology, I have a little gift for you to use on your journey. Sorry I couldn't be there to tell you this in person, but I'm a very busy man. Sincerely, Dio. A gift. Cloud, this is great! The assistant manager just stopped by and dropped off a buggy. Now we can go over deserts and rivers, no problem. Okay, Cloud, I'll be waiting outside. The letter continues. P.S. I recently met Sephiroth. I'll bet he's pretty popular with boys your age. Why don't you get his autograph? He was heading toward Gungaga, south of the river. Sephiroth. I guess this is goodbye. Yeah, well, if you ever get your own Chocobo, come back again. I'll take care of your registration and everything. I'll see you again. We get to form our own party now. I'm just going to go with the party that we currently have, Cloud, Cait, Sith, and Barret. To drive the buggy, you press X to get on and circle to get off. Buggies can cross shallow rivers and deserts, and you can even enter Costa del Sol and Junon by driving the buggy directly into them, and you can use that to cross the ocean. And we're going to do that in the next part. But for right now, we're just going to save the game, and I'm going to close out episode 5. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button and also comment down below. Those things really help me out. And also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I'll see you soon for part 6. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.